YouTube, what's up? My name is Chicken Fried Rice, and guess what? Today we are going to be playing some Ruse. This is going to be a 4 versus 4 game on the map Strategist. We're going to have Lemire here with Private Patch, R.U.S.E, and me. Now, Matchmaker, well actually the randomizer, was not very kind to us. But he put both our UK players on the edge, which kind of sucks because when we play, we always put ourselves random in the lobby, and yeah, so Lemire got UK and so did R.U.S.E. So right away I'm going to go and help out R.U.S.E on that flank. Private Patch is going to be focusing mainly on depots, but we're going to see how it turns out. He's also going to be doing some heavy duty supporting on this side. Why? Well, because it's just something you need. You see, he's going to be doing some infantry support, which is fine because he is Russia. I'm Germany, so I'm going to set up a secondary HQ, and really just me and R.U.S.E are basically going to swap bases, and he's going to start depoting while I take care of business there. So R.U.S.E here goes for a quick build, 0 depots, 2 airfields, because often what an enemy will do to against you is he will rush you. This is not the case though. This player decided to go for a very well, not rare. Well, it's a very uncommon tactic, I would say. So he's going to come in and he's going to bomb R.U.S.E, which is actually working out very well because B-25 Mitchells, if you go 0 depots right off the bat, they are extremely effective. Now right here we are seeing that R.U.S.E is starting to get some Spitfires rolling up because he wants to be able to deal with the threat. He didn't waste any time making more Hurricanes. Once he saw the enemy had an Air Force, he automatically switched to Spitfires. Why? Because that's what he needed. The enemy comes in for a bombing attack, so right here what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my anti-aircraft guns when they're in range. Now unfortunately for me, my AA guns can't do much against that guy. So now R.U.S.E has both airfields taken out right at the beginning of the game. Now this is not a very good position, not a position you want to be in. It's not because he didn't play properly. He played like he would play accordingly. It's just that the enemy was just spent his money on bombers and was able to bomb him before he was able to get those Spitfires out. So now what's happening is at the place of going straight armor base, I went and built an artillery base. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover him while he rebuilds because he has no income, so he's going to start by prioritizing his economy because he's not going to get anything done if he doesn't have an economy. So he still has 3 planes that survived the bombing because they were still airborne. In the meantime, I've got 4 depots taken, not doing much. And at the same time, Private Patch taking over the middle, going up against this guy over here, Overshocked, who is apparently not very shocked by this. And as you can tell, the American guy cannot run this many planes off of one airfield. He only has one airfield. He has a lot of decoys, which is also the purpose of having anti-aircraft. So R.U.S.E is not wasting planes on those decoys. So right here I start getting a few Panzer IVs out just to not eliminate the enemy player, but really to shit disturb him, really make it difficult for him to do move as he would like to. Private Patch here, insecure of the middle. Nothing's going to happen here. Japanese guy's going to try and do what he wants, but nothing's really going to happen. On the other flank, Lemire went a British air build once again, like R.U.S.E, supporting Private Patch in the middle. And Private Patch is, well, basically, this guy doesn't realize it, but if he put all his forces into it, he could push into their base and they wouldn't have much stopping. All Lemire has is a bunch of Spitfires, and Patch doesn't have a strong infantry force there. So they aren't in a very good position. Now that doesn't mean they wouldn't be able to counteract that. You don't want to keep these guys down. Lemire is able to pull out a counterattack for that in 2 seconds. So right here I have some Panzer IVs rolling into this guy's base with a radio silence there. Unfortunately for him, he had some air recon going. So I could have used a blitz, but the territory was occupied with a fake air offensive, which is not the end of the world. Luckily for me, I get in there close enough just to start intercepting building trucks. So now already this guy is done. 2 Panzer IVs is all it takes. This guy destroyed 2 airfields at the beginning, and all you need is 2 Panzer IVs to make it inside his base, and he is over. Destroying his airfield, and I'm going to try and keep his admin alive, but unfortunately for me, I do turn on auto-fire at the last second by accident, and that's that. On the other side, Lemire's got himself up to 3 airfields and starting to do some serious things. M40s. This right here is, yeah, no. You guys, um, there's one thing you guys should know about M40s. They're a completely waste of money. They're $50 artillery who don't have that much range, and they can be one-shotted by pretty much any fighter bomber in the game. So what, you're trading a Typhoon for a M40, so you're still making success rate, because you do $10 more of damage than the enemy does to you. So if you're just gonna do a battle like that, it's gonna take forever. But most of the time, your Typhoons will survive. So it's really a stupid thing to do, guys. Don't do M40s. It's not deservable of a noob award of the week, because for that you need something really stupid. But it's just straight off as an offensive strategy, especially if you're going against a British player. Don't go M40s. Play aggressive, because the British player, as an air force, can only counteract ground forces to a certain extent. And since he doesn't have Typhoons at the beginning, this guy could have made a move and completely stomped the guy. Fortunately for us, he didn't. Well, fortunately for us, he did not do that. Unfortunately for him, he did. So I'm gonna come here, and right here I'm gonna go up against some enemies who decided to set up a Siegfried right there, which I never saw. So my 2 Panzer IV tanks get destroyed, but that's not the end of the world, because, well, I took down a whole entire base with those 2 tanks. I think they've done their job. And on the same time, I'm setting up a Ford HQ here to get ready to move on and stomp this Andrew guy, who is getting a huge German army of Stukas, which are also Ju-87s. Now right here, you notice there was some British infantry inside the base, but not much was done about that until it was spotted. In the meantime, you have me spreading out some anti-aircraft. Now, literally, I'm going to do the best thing you can ever do. Actually, no, it's not the best thing, but basically, I'm just blocking this guy, and it's a very good tactic if you can do it. You box in the enemy with anti-aircraft guns, and that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to box him in, so the only way he can go out is either by this way or that way, severely restricting his maneuverability, and also meaning that Is Bye-Bye and Lemur are in a good position to always be able to intercept and destroy all of his fighters. So you notice I've blocked that, and I'm going to start blocking that area, so I'm really not giving him much room. Now sure, these aren't how do I say, these aren't a lot of anti-aircraft guns, but the idea is to intimidate. So right there he sends in some ME-262s to take care of a few anti-aircraft guns, because he sees what I'm doing. I'm trying to box him in, and he doesn't have any ground forces to counteract that. On the same time, I have Panthers moving in to make sure that I can counteract any ground offensive he sends to attack my anti-aircraft gun. Right there you saw a little bit of a truck pop up. Now I don't know if that's going to come back, but we will see in a minute or two. Right here you see my stack of Panthers, and I'm also going to be making some more anti-aircraft guns to replace the ones lost. But you see also, as this pushes into his territory, all of this area right here, all of this road, he can't fly over. So basically, his maneuverability has been cut down by half. And especially when you're a British player, if you can't go anywhere without getting damaged, you're in a serious position where you're not going to be able to do much damage. So right here, this guy sets himself up with a little bit of a Siegfried bunker. But you know what? 6 Panthers versus actually 5 Panthers versus a Siegfried bunker. There's no real strategy to doing this. You can probably, if you're really bad at this game, you can probably get all your Panthers killed. But I didn't. Basically, you roll up to it. You just have to keep your Panthers moving on target, and you're done. Unless the Siegfried is being supported by other vehicles. Right here, he rolls in with an army of Stukas. Now, unfortunately for me, I have not mastered the art of dodging fighter bombers yet, but it's fine. My anti-aircraft guns didn't do much, but that's not the point. The point is for me, not as much to kill him, but really to soften him up. Is Your Bye-Bye is going to come in, and you see here, Private Patch is implying the saying, which is very true. There is no such thing in R.U.S.E or in any real-world settings as too many T-34 Soviet tanks. Because you want to know something? They are amazing. Right there, see Private Patch taking down with Lemur the guy's base. And guys, basically the end of the game is approaching. There's only the American player left, and he is gone. So as usual, guys, thanks for watching. Leave your comments below. Please subscribe. If you want to know when I'm playing R.U.S.E or uploading any more videos, check out my Twitter account. The link of that should be in the description, and I will see you guys all next time.